I don't have any disagreements with you, but really wish Andrew was on the chat.
Okay, what do you disagree with Andrew on, and maybe I can
think it's crazy the fact that he attacked me last time when his wife technically has 3 baby daddies.
Does she?
But she's married.
I think it's only 2.
I thought. Wait.
She has
2 baby daddies.
2 baby daddies, and then I think a kid with Andrew.
I thought she just had.
I heard her.
I thought she just had children from one other person, and she's married to Andrew.
It's 2 previous marriages, but one left and the other one died or something.
I think that's a running joke that I just picked up on recently, right?
He also has a black wife.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's crazy. The judgment's crazy.
Rachel's black. So,
very progressive.
Very, yeah. Anyways, so what's into the mic?
The conversation about being a simp and who would want me and X, Y, and Z, but I don't know.
What's the argument?
I just don't think he has a right to look down on me when he's technically in the same situation.
Is he though? Is he
minus the dancing and all of that?
Wait, hold on. Well, so I don't commit to memory discussions from previous shows, but so you're saying he had issues with your involvement in sex work? He's not a sex worker. What would?
No, the whole having multiple baby daddies is he wants to look down on me, and but yet his wife also has multiple baby daddies.
She's not a S worker though.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just in
but
general.
His criticisms were varied.
Some of them were directed at how many baby daddies I have.
Okay, but so I could be wrong. I thought Rachel just had previous kids from a previous marriage. From what maybe anybody in the chat, is it? I'm pretty sure it's 2. No, sorry, 2 total. So Andrew and then a previous marriage.
I'm just saying it's
right. Chat, is it 2? I don't know. In any case, that's different than 4.
I understand that, but as a Christian, aren't you not supposed to judge people, especially when your wife is doing the same thing?
Well, she's shaking her head. So
do you not have any issues with having 4 baby daddies?
I did it. I'm not happy about it, but I have my kids and I can't undo it. I wish I was more safe. I wish I had better judgment, but I don't look down on people because it is easy to fall into it. It is easy for it to happen. So I don't like that I have 4 baby daddies, but it is what it is, and I don't look down on other people for their situations.
Well, so what specifically did Andrew say?
I don't remember. He was talking about...
So he was just vaguely judging you?
Yeah, and
So unless you tell me what specifically Andrew said,
I have to rewatch it, but okay. he got on me about it.
Okay, but you would agree that his situation is far different than your situation?
Yeah, but as a Christian, you're not supposed to be judgmental like that.
So you brought up
God. God doesn't judge.
That's my thing.
Wait, I think Christians can righteously judge. That's my understanding of Christianity.
Okay. I haven't seen very much of it, but...
What do you define as looking down on? Because let's say I have a disagreement with something that somebody does. Does that mean that I'm looking down on them?
For some of the stuff that he said, it was very judgmental. It wasn't...
What did he say?
I don't know, Brian. I have to go rewatch
I can't. I mean, look, if you can't provide, and it doesn't need to be a verbatim quote, but just a general sense of what he said, then I can't really address it.
It was just him looking down on the fact that I have 4 baby daddies, which I get. But as a Christian, you're this righteous Christian, and your wife... She's not traditional. She wasn't traditional. She has another kid.
She's an Orthodox Christian. They're both super traditional.
Okay.
They're both super traditional.
It's not traditional to have another kid outside of that marriage. Why was she not a virgin?
I don't think it's against Christianity to be a stepfather.
That's okay. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, but your criticisms, I don't see the issue actually.
I think she's just saying Christianity is about forgiveness somehow, right?
In a way, you're not
There's
supposed
parts
to look down
of
on other people.
Yeah.
I think that's a common misnomer, though, whether it's Christianity or just Scripture in general. It's a misnomer that we're not supposed to judge when, in fact, we are, and that's how we, hold each other accountable. It doesn't have to be in a negative way, right? But this is how we make our decisions as we move about in life, is by judgment, right? I do understand what you're saying, though, in terms of coming down on you. But
so who would be allowed to judge you then? Somebody who's been chaste their entire life and is a virgin?
I'm not saying that everyone's going to judge me regardless, but it's, you want to sit there and speak on faith and X, Y, and Z, but then you criticize and put me down as another person. I don't think it's the right way to go about it. Like you said, like, yeah, of course everybody judges, but there's a certain way to go about it than to
Yeah,
put
what
the
did he
person
say
down.
though?
I don't remember, Brian. I just said
Well,
that.
you can't just be like, okay, I have a disagreement, and Andrew hurt my feces, but I can't even articulate an approximation of what he said.
I think I already said what I needed to say. on
Okay,
it.
fine.
I
Well,
just
it's
think
okay.
it's
He was
different when
vaguely
you're
judging
married.
you. He was vaguely judging you about your 4 baby daddies, 4 kids. I thought he was coming, again, I don't remember anything from previous shows, but I think it was about, he was coming down mostly hard on you when it related to the sex work.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but he's not a sex worker, so why would that
I didn't say
preclude
that was
him?
my issue with him. I said my issue was the 4 baby daddies. Yeah, of course he's not a sex worker. If he wants to judge me on that, cool, because yeah,
But so
he doesn't do it.
let's assume he wasn't a stepfather. Would you be okay with his criticism then?
I think so.
Okay, so just because he's
It's not
a
the stepfather thing. I think it's you're okay with one person doing it because you're in love with her XYZ, but when you see another person doing it, you're looking down upon that person. I don't think that's fair.
Well,
I
I think
think
there's
it's different when you're married. When you're married and then something happens in that relationship or that person dies, you get to find somebody else and get remarried.
I understand that.
But don't you think, okay, let's say, yes, Rachel had previous kids with one other partner who at the time happened to be her husband. They're divorced. There is a difference between that, 4 kids, 4 fathers, all out of wedlock.
See,
know
from
Ring.
what I thought it was, from what I heard, I listened to her on something, and I misunderstood then because I thought it was 2 and then 1 with Andrew. So that was my bad on misunderstanding
Oh,
that.
well, I mean, there's a lot of disinformation related to Rachel, related to Andrew. I would have to, me personally, I don't actually know the exact intel on it, but what I can tell you is there's a bunch of misinformation. There's people out there who are trying to slander Andrew, slander Rachel.
She
So
was talking on something, and
They say Andrew has a black wife.
Who's Andrew?
That's not
Not that
slander.
there's,
Why
by the
would he
way,
slander?
He
That's
ran with it. It
crazy.
was
hold on, not
hilarious.
that there's
Crazy thing to
anything
say.
wrong.
He said he was slandering
Hold on,
them. I think
stop.
she has a black wife.
Stop. Not that there's anything wrong with having a black wife, but there's all kinds of disinformation. I've heard something the other day that accused Rachel falsely of that she was an ex. One of these people on Twitter was saying she was like an ex-adult content creator. Furthest thing from the truth. Yeah. She's not been involved in any sort of S work. So there's a lot of misinformation related to Andrew, Rachel, their relationship. I don't know the specific details. He's not here, but that's what I can tell you.
okay.